going on, Jerome's? So the national media, jabroni haircuts, had just been falling all over themselves this offseason, praising the crooked Chicago Bears to the hilt. It's like, oh, Ron Poles, such a genius, rebuilding that offensive line and protecting Caleb Williams and all that stuff. Oh, look at Ryan Poles. He's going to take back the North and never give it back. But they traded for Jumpin' Joe Thuney, a former Super Bowl champion, ain't winning no more, as well as former All-Pro, ain't getting any more of those. The overpaid jumping Drew Dahlman. Everyone is jumping. Drew Bradbury Dahlman, which we'll get to. Honestly, Drew Dahlman is just $14 million Garrett Bradbury. Like really good run blocker, good leader, good collar protections, mobile, agile, hostile, terrible pass blocking. As well as Jonah Tito Jackson, which is, I don't know, he's not good. That's it. But remember, everyone in the media is just like, oh, here we go. Oh, Ryan Poles basically built a Great Wall of China. Oh, here we go. Nonsense. It's ridiculous, man. Of course, Kwesi and Poles are forever tied together because Poles was a finalist for the Vikings GM job with Kwesi before he just like, nah, I'm going to take the Bears job because I want lowered expectations. And he is panned out on those. Good times, man. But of course, Ben Johnson in power now. He wants to build up that offensive line. He wants to run the ball like in Detroit and all that stuff. But nah. I sort of feel bad. Well, not really, but I sort of feel bad for Bears fans because they look at this and they're like, oh, we finally solved our offensive line problems, even though Braxton Jones left tackle. Now respect. Darnell Wright is a bad dude. Like, he's really damn legit, but this dog ain't going to hunt. And you've seen what Caleb Williams is capable of or incapable of with bad protection. It's not great. On the other hand, the offensive line rebuild, which has gotten just a little bit of pub, but definitely deserves more, is the Vikings. Bring in Ryan Kelly, bring in his guy, Will Spuds Fries, as well as drafted Donovan Jackson. Ooh, he is for real. And Jackson was like the final Infinity Stone. Like, he really he's like the rug. He really brought the room together where, Donovan Jackson can firmly plant his ass in at left guard for the next 10 years, and hopefully the Vikings found their best left guard since Steve Hutchinson. Randall McDaniel, another notable Vikings left guard, volunteered to mentor him, and everything's going to be good. But just comparing the two. All right, so the Bears, respect to Joe Thuney, right? Multi-time All-Pro, multi-time Super Bowl champion, but he's 32, and they just extended him. So basically he's getting 3 years with $51 million, which is not good. So he's averaging 17.5 average per season. He's on the downside of his career. Sort of is what it is. Plus, remember, the Bears gave up a 4th-round pick to go get him, right? So not only did you trade draft capital, but you spent the cash, a lot of it guaranteed over the next 3 years. When, by the way, Joe Thuney is going to be 35 by the time his extension runs out. Drew Dahlman at center, like we said, he's 26, but $14 million per. 66 pressures, 4 sacks allowed over the last 3 years. The only starting center with worse numbers is Garrett Bradbury. All right, so, the Bears got to play Garrett Bradbury twice a year. Like, Akeem Hicks did terrible things to 5'6", but they're just like, hey, that undersized center who can run block but can't pass block that we used to play twice a year and terrorize? Gots to give us some of that. So that's basically what they did. And Jonah Jackson. Jonah Jackson, besides being hurt, he got benched by the Rams. You know how bad you got to be to get benched by the Rams with their interior offensive line last year? But they gave up on him after giving him all the money after his time in Detroit. And I know the connection between Ben Johnson and Jonah Jackson in Detroit and blah, 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 blah. But 132 career pressures, 11 sacks. Also, they gave up a 6th-round pick. So you look at the Bears, not only are they older, but also they're spending nearly $50 million per season on those 3 spots of, hey, Joe Thuney, again, was really good, but he's old, and Dahlman and Jackson literally cannot pass block. But other than that, they're really good. Whereas the Vikings, Ryan Kelly, 31, a little bit longer in the tooth, has dealt with some injuries as of late. Is he as good as he once was? In a better situation here with the Vikings, I think that he can recapture some of that love and feel. And also, $9 million versus the rugged veteran who can do the damn thing as well as only allowed 2 sacks over the last 2 years versus $14 million for Drew Dahlman and all the sacks that he gives up. Okay. And then Will Fries, Spuds, you're betting on the upswing, 27, 17.5 per, which, I don't know, would you rather pay Will Fries 17.5 or Jonah Jackson or Joe Thuney on the back end of his career? But 86.9 PFF grade last year before his broken leg. Perfect scheme fit, and one of the guys that the Vikings really targeted. And several teams, like there's 5-6 teams that were in the bidding for Will Fries. Notably also the Bears before they lost, and then they traded for Jonah Jackson, so no big deal. And then drafted Donovan Jackson at 24 overall. He's only 22. He's on his rookie deal. And by the way, so remember, Joe Thuney has been a great left guard for the Chiefs for a number of years, and then he had to kick out to left tackle due to injuries, and then the Chiefs just got lit up in the Super Bowl by the Eagles. Hey, Donovan Jackson actually kicked out to left tackle with success in the playoffs and won a championship, unlike someone that we know. But Jackson is going to be perfectly good to go at that left guard spot. Also, the three of them totaling up to $30.8 million average per season. So basically, you're paying significantly less than the Bears. Also, you're younger, you're better, and you're cheaper. So, but other than that, I mean, they're pretty close, right? So again, the media can do what they want. They can hype up and blow smoke up the Bears' ass, and it's going to blow up in the Bears fans' face yet again. And this is where they're going to be. That's okay, but. Again, just looking at what this offensive line could be. Because, I mean, the Bears, Braxton Jones and Darnell Wright, okay. But the Vikings have one of the best tackle duos in the league with Darrisaw and O'Neal. And not only, because we used to talk about the Vikings offensive line was a sandwich with fantastic bread, but cat poop on the inside. Now, baby. But we got Cat's Deli going on. We got the best banh mi you've ever had. Fresh, delicious pate. Let's go. Let's go, man. But it's okay. Let the media just like completely go all in, creaming on the Bears. We'll just be here doing the work, whooping some ass. We're going to kick somebody's ass. That's right, man. Anyways, your thoughts are thoughts. Comparing the Bears versus the Vikings interior offensive line rebuilds, there's no comparison. There just isn't. Let us know. Comment section. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Skull production value.